umeletewa tu chipo. Nani, waiter ameleta chipo kwa boyfriend yako before wewe ushaanza kusema no, feminism. He's just doing his job. That is how you know that you're dealing with some things or subconscious thoughts that really need to be looked into. So journaling can help you see the things in yourself that you really need to deal with. You guys know the way parents are. You know your parents. If they stick to a song and a channel, they can stick to it forever. Who would like to listen to a podcast that is boring? I listen to her because she has a voice like yours. What? So when I say meditation, in Jasiri Warriors, we mean meditating on the word of the Lord, and that is scripture, the Bible. Hello brave ones, hello Jasiri, hello brave ones, hello Jasiris. Karibuni sana to today's episode. It's gonna be epic, but I'm not so sure it's gonna be epic for me because I'm gonna tell a vulnerable story. I'm gonna tell a story and I have to be vulnerable with this one. So, are you ready to hear? Melin in mskilize. But we are going to learn from it. So, stick to the end. There's something to learn. There's a time when I was living with my parents and my mom would put this particular woman. Every morning we listened to her. We would listen to her when she's praying, she's talking, because it was a gospel channel. And we would listen, but she didn't know that I used to get so annoyed. I was so pissed off. Every morning we have to listen to her. You guys know the way parents are. You know your parents. If they stick to a song and a channel, they can stick to it forever. So my mom, every morning, kama kawaida, like a pill, like a medication every morning. But you know right now they're podcasts, so maybe we can't relate with our parents. So one time I just got pretty mad. I told Mom, why do you even keep on listening to this woman every morning? Can't you just hear she's boring? Who would like to listen to a podcast that is boring? And for me, I was feeling like it's universal. She's just boring. Who even listens to this radio station? Except my mom, who is loyal to this person. And she doesn't know her personally. So I was so mad. I told her, Mom, every morning you keep listening to her. So we just change. Let's just change the station. We stop listening to her altogether. And my mom told me, Shiro, I listen to her because she has a voice like yours. What? You see, one thing is that I hated my voice. And I projected this on someone because I projected it on someone because I hated my own voice. I was insecure with my voice. People would think that I am introverted. But the truth is, I just didn't love my voice. I hated my voice so much. And whenever my mom would put this radio station, for me it would be like screeching sounds or just very annoying. Annoying is the word, because I just didn't like her voice. And I would do voice notes, I would listen to people, imitate my voice even when I was young. Whenever I would ask a question in class and the teacher would pause like everything and then he would listen and then imitate my voice, I would get so mad. So I carried on this insecurity, and this one time it shows. When my mom said that, I just kept quiet and I didn't even tell her anything. But I came to know sometimes we hate some people, sometimes we hate some things. It's not because of those things, but because of the things in ourselves called insecurities. And there is this part of ourselves called the subconscious mind. It's also called, it's called the subconscious. It's also called the mind. The Bible calls it the heart. And it's also our soul part as human beings. It holds memories, the traumatic memories we had as children, the things that we didn't even process. How do you know that you are actually being controlled by your subconscious thoughts without even knowing? When you are unreasonable while reacting, or let's not even call it unreasonable because that one sounds a bit offensive, but whenever there is a situation and then you react in a way that it's not called for, umeletewa tu chipo. Nani, waiter ameleta chipo kwa boyfriend yako before wewe ushaanza kusema no, feminism. He's just doing his job. Maybe you are looked down as a girl, you are looked down on as a girl, and then now it's just unleashing some things in you. Maybe you say you don't like chocolates. Na ulinyimwa chocolate ukiwa class 2. And then you decide, by the way, I don't like chocolates. Who doesn't like chocolates? Anyway, let me not judge. But sometimes when you look inwards, there are some traumatic things that may have happened, and then you react out of nowhere or in such a big manner, and the situation doesn't call for that much reaction. That is how you know that you're dealing with some things or subconscious thoughts that really need to be looked into. They come from a place of fear, and they come also from a place of insecurity. That's how you know that you are dealing with your subconscious. You're living life with your subconscious thoughts that need to be checked into. And how will you unleash or reveal this part of yourself that you really want to deal with? You know, sometimes you don't know until there is a what? Trigger. Sometimes we don't know we are struggling until there's a trigger, and oh my, by the time the trigger comes, it's so bad. For me, the trigger was, okay, gradual. There's some people the trigger is now. Whenever that man brings the fries to your boyfriend before you are there saying feminist, that's the trigger. There are some people, like the way I have said in my story, it's a gradual thing. We listen to the radio until you get tired. You just decide to speak up. The anger just comes up by itself. So, how do we deal with these parts of ourselves? I would recommend therapy. Therapy. Whenever you talk, there are some things your therapist gets to know about that you need to deal with. There are some things that she will tell you about yourself that you need to look into. And sometimes the assignments that you will be given in therapy, they'll make you start wondering, kumbe, I actually like color purple, but it's just that teacher who used to beat you so much, she used to wear that purple top all the time. And you will now start healing, and your relationships will be better because you've dealt with an insecurity or a fear in yourself. Another thing is journaling. Ooh, journaling. Who doesn't like journaling? You don't like journaling? Una miss out. For me, journaling is such a big deal. You go back and you are like, wow, I was going through it. Or you're like, this was such a beautiful moment. I feel like journaling is like your movie, but now you are the one who gets to create the entire scene in your mind. So journaling can help you see the things in yourself that you really, really need to deal with. Another thing is meditation. Now in the series Warriors, we believe in Jesus Christ. So when you meditate on the word of the Lord, it reveals things in yourself that you really need to work on. Have you ever read the scripture and you are like, oh my, I have never looked at it this way? There are some times that I would read the scripture and find out there are some things in myself that I really, really need to work on, and you didn't know that you have to work on these things. So when I say meditation, in Jasiri Warriors, we mean meditating on the word of the Lord, and that is scripture, the Bible. Guys, there is wellness found in Jesus Christ. Let nobody lie to you. Kuna wellness ndani ya Yesu. Yeah, so that's all, my guys. Just remember to just look within yourself. If you have any insecurity, any fear, take a pause. When you find yourself reacting, just count 1 to 5 first. Take a pause and go check within yourself. This will improve your relationship and your life, and you'll be able to get to your goals eventually. Like right now, I wouldn't be talking to you if I hated my voice that much. Right now, I've gotten to that place where I have accepted myself. I love my voice, and that is why I want to spread this wellness. Been there, done that, and I want to spread the wellness to you. So remember to stay Jasiri and stay brave, guys. Bye till the next episode.